take that one. I think that's going to be great. This one. I think that's going to be good. Okay.
Alright, so I'm back. I went ahead and just searched for a few books that I thought you would enjoy. So I'm going to start off with some good old classic crime novels. You probably have heard of this author before. She's kind of the queen of the crime. Agatha Christie, and I have two of her books here that I thought I would show you, which both of these are very much one of my favorites. So the first one is a paperback, and it is this one. It is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. So this isn't too long, so if you like more fast-paced and shorter books, I think you'd find this very well. It has 343 pages, but they are smaller because it is a small paperback, so it does go by quicker. And so, are you into crime books, or have you read any of her work before? Yeah, okay. Well, I think this is quite a beautiful book as well, and I'll just tell you a little bit about it, okay? So, I think this is quite a classic. I feel like it's quite well known from her books. And this tells, there's this Mrs. Ferrars that has taken her life, and Roger Ackroyd, which you can guess by the name of the book, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, knows a little too much, and he doesn't get very far. So he knows that Mrs. Ferrars had poisoned her husband, and he knows that she has been getting blackmailed, and then in her despair committed suicide. And the mail, the post, then brings one last little bit of information, and for him to, tell everything to everyone else of Mrs. Ferrars' doings. But before Ackroyd can do that, a murder strikes place and becomes kind of the main plot of the book. And Hercule Poirot, grand detective, who has already retired by now, takes the case under his care. And this is the third in the Hercule Poirot series of this. And it's got the cover from the movie. So it's quite beautiful in my opinion. It's a little thicker than the previous one I showed you. It has 310 pages. Obviously, they are, bigger pages, so it's quite much in similar lengths as the paperback. This, personally, I haven't gotten to read yet. I have watched the movie and very much enjoyed it. But basically, the plot of this is that the Orient Express gets stuck into, there's like a large snow mountain, and it gets stuck in there in the middle of the night in the Balkan. And this luxurious train is very full of guests when you take note of the season. But by the morning time, there is one traveler missing, or one less than there was before the morning. An American millionaire, Ratchet, is found dead in his compartment on the train with 12 dagger strikes in his chest. And the authorities cannot come to the train to solve the murder because of the snowstorm that also made the Orient Express have to stop and get stuck. Hercule Poirot is then asked to investigate the murder, and the Belgian detective Hercule Poirot that we also follow in the Murder of Roger Ackroyd that I set down there, he gets this mysterious closed door mystery under his care. So the victim's door was locked from the inside, and there were no traces in the snow around the train of like footsteps or anything. So, not a note of anyone coming in. So the murder has to be in the train. And so we just kind of follow along the storyline of Hercule Poirot trying to solve the mystery of who of the passengers killed another passenger. And I find it quite interesting because, the murderer is stuck in the train in the snowstorm with all the other passengers, or the other passengers are stuck with the murderer. And I think it's quite interesting. And I just personally very much like Agatha's writing. So, are you interested at all in this one? Do you prefer paperbacks? I feel like I do tend to read more paperbacks myself, yes. Okay, well. Oh, what did you say? Oh, yes, I've heard lots of that book. Oh, I don't think we have it right now. I'm pretty hardcover, unfortunately, so no paperback version for this one available. But yes, so it was this one, right? Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid that you were talking about. Yes, okay. I personally haven't read this yet, but I've heard really good things about her books, Daisy Jones and the Six and Malibu Rising especially, yes. And wasn't she the one who made Evelyn Hugo or The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo? Yes, that's what I thought it was. Yes, so you probably know more about this than I do, but oh, okay. Well, yes. Yes, it's a beautiful cover, isn't it? I'm actually quite intrigued to read it myself now that you brought this up. So, where did you hear from this? Oh, yes. Oh, all right. Interesting. Okay. Yes. Oh, well, I'll have to check into this, but it seems the little synopsis in the inside of the book. So it's Malibu, August 1983. It's the day of Nina Riva's annual end of summer party, and anticipation is at fever pitch. Everyone who is anyone wants an invite to catch a glimpse of the famous Riva siblings, Nina, the talented surfer and model, brothers Jay and Hart, one championship surfer, the other a renowned photographer, and their adored baby sister Kit. Together, the siblings are a source of fascination in Malibu and the world over, especially as the children of the legendary singer Mick Riva. By midnight, the party will completely be out of control. By morning, the Riva mansion will have gone up in flames. But ahead of that first spark in the early hours before dawn, the alcohol will flow, the music will play, and the loves and secrets that shaped this family will all come bubbling to the surface. It's the story of one unforgettable night in the love family, the night when they each have to choose what they will keep from the people who made them and what they will leave behind. Yes, that sounds actually quite interesting. I will have to look into it, but so you wanted this one. Alright, I'll just put it right to the side for you. Okay, I'll put it right here. And you can pick it up when we're done looking at the rest of the books. Alright, I have two more, which the next one is the biggest one. I don't know if you're into very thick, big books, but this is a very classic one. I just thought, even if you've read it, you would maybe enjoy reading it again, giving it a little reread. It is a fantasy, and it is quite a chunky, big one, but I think you'll be fine. So it is Northern Lights, Dark Materials 1, The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. I do absolutely love this version that we do have in the library here. Again, it is a hardcover, so it is a chunkier one, as you can see. Let me see how many pages it has. It has 613 pages. It seems to be in top condition, so this is a very good book to learn if you'd like to read it. Basically, the backline is that there's been knowledge of these like multiverses amongst the witches for thousands of years, and a myth of a child with a great mission, and that child has grown up amongst scientists and has become a stubborn little girl named Lyra, and her faith is to basically solve the future of the whole universe. And as her help in this mission, which this is like the main plot of her just helping the universe solve the universe's big, huge problem, which is the future of it. So, as her help in this, she has a little animal character, a diamond, and this aliometer, which tells her an answer to the one who basically learns to interpret this device. Very well known, at least in the more elderly people, I'd say. It's very well known in UK. It's one of their greatest kids and teens books. So this is something, if you're more into like a very simple fantasy, maybe getting into fantasy, I think this is a great start. It's more, childish, like childlike, definitely, but nothing wrong with reading it even as an adult. So I'll set it to the side. You don't really seem too interested, but you can have a check of it later, okay? Yes. Now the last book I brought. Wait a minute again. Yes, what is it, dear? Oh, yes. We do have the Harry Potters. It's on aisle 3 right there, okay? The Elizabeth Stone, yes, we have actually 2. We have a paperback of it as well. Yes, dear, just walk right there and they'll be okay. Have a great day, okay? Yes, so I have one more book for you here. And I chose this mainly because of its beautiful cover, but also because I've personally been very interested in this genre as of late, and I thought to share it with you. So it is called Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, and I think it's just an absolutely beautiful cover, don't you? Blue and this black and gold, and it is beautiful. This is another paperback, so if you're into those, like I am, this is the one for you. I've been meaning to read this one myself, so maybe you'll have to let me know if you like it, if you choose to read this one. Maybe we can read it together. So, as princes of Crete and daughters of King Minos, Ariadne and Patroclus, hearing the terrible blows of the Minotaur from the labyrinth, the Minotaur, Minos' greatest shame and Ariadne's brother, demands blood every year. When Theseus, prince of Athens, arrives in Crete as a sacrifice to the beast, Ariadne falls for him, but helping Theseus defeat the monster means betraying her family, and Ariadne knows that in a world ruled by peculiar gods, drawing their attention can cost you everything. Ariadne has heard too many tales of women being punished for this act of men. She's determined to set her own fate, but will she find herself sacrificed for her lover's ambition? So a female main character finds love and interesting of a storyline to me personally. I have been very into these historical fiction lately. Are you interested at all in this one? Okay, great. Well, so you're gonna take this and Malibu Rising, and then will you take any others? You'll just start with those two. Okay, well that's very fine by me. I already gave you Malibu Rising, so I'll just set this over here for you as well, and you can get that. And the counters are just right over there. And when you go to the left, and they should be very much coming up soon, so you can just go and check these